Hi, my name is Brian Walker. I'm an area local expert with Constant Contact, and while out teaching for them, it's very common for me to get asked how to make an email look like a company's website or their other marketing pieces. This is a great question, and it's an important topic because the way an email looks is a determining factor in whether or not a person trusts you. Of course, an email that has an amateur look, it immediately makes the reader trust you less, but even a great-looking email can diminish trust if it doesn't maintain the branding of the company who sends it. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm in my Constant Contact dashboard right now. I'm going to click on the Email tab, and this will give me all of the functions associated with creating a new email. Right below that tab is the Create tab. We're going to go ahead and click that, and we'll select a template. Now, in 2013, one of the new statistics that Constant Contact has is that about 38% of the people who read an email are reading it on a mobile device. So, that's a pretty big number, and I want to make sure that the template that we use is mobile friendly. So I'm going to do a search for template with the keyword mobile. Now, Constant Contact will be creating more and more mobile specific themes, because of that importance. Right now, we've only got about 5 of them to choose from, and I'm going to select the mobile update template. Now, the reason that I like this template is that it has some pretty nice options. We have links here in this top navigation bar that can be used to link back to different areas of your website. We've got a place for a header image. They've got some nice little click here to learn more buttons. Got a nice footer here. It's just a template that can easily be customized, and when we're picking a template, we want to find the one that is going to have the best options for the email that we're creating. So we're going to do a website match today for a website called Smart Passive Income. Now, of course, this will never be used. Smart Passive Income is obviously not my website. I don't know Pat Flynn, but I like this website. It's something that I've been following for quite a while, and I listen to the podcasts. Pat's one of the most authentic and transparent people I've ever followed. If you ever want to learn how to make money online, this is a great place to start. But just as an example, we're going to use his website to create a website match. So one of the biggest challenges that you'll have when you go to create a website match is that you need to get these exact colors. Now, you can of course pick red for this red bar across here, or black or dark gray for here, but that doesn't really maintain your branding. You want to know exactly what colors these are. And each color that you will see on your computer screen, it's got a hex value that's assigned to it. That's a 6-digit number, and when you use that hex value, you're going to be using that exact color. Now, a tool that I like to use to pick out hex values is a tool called ColorPick. This is the ColorPick website right here. It's iconico.com/ColorPick, and I'll have these links in the notes underneath the video. But the way that this works, it's pretty cool. When you've got this open, just wherever you hover your mouse on the screen, whatever color is underneath that is the color that you'll be looking at. So you can see right now I'm hovering over this red bar, and this area down here, changes that color. It kind of zooms in, so you can see exactly where you're at. And this number right here, that's going to be your hex value of whatever the mouse is hovering over. So I can see here that this dark red is 8F0A0B. If I want to know what color this green is, it's C9E572. If I want to know what color the green border, the darker green around that is, you can see in the area where it zooms in, I can get right on top of that border and see that that is a 93B531. So this is a great tool for finding out the exact color of the website that you're matching. One of the other things that's important is that we find out what fonts it is that he's using on this website. So we can't just look at the font and say, oh, well, that's Arial or Tahoma. Some of the more common fonts you might be able to just look at and tell. But if we want to know exactly what font it is, there's tools out there that will allow us to do that. Now, I'm using Firefox as my browser, and I've added an add-on to the browser called Font Finder. And the way that it works is you just hover over the font, or not hover over it, but highlight the font and then right click, And then you'll see the little font finder tab here, and I'll go over to Analyze Selection, and it tells me. It gives me the color, which is 111111. It gives me the font family, Tahoma, Arial, Helvetica, and it tells me which one I'm actually looking at is Tahoma in this case, and it's a 14 pixel font. So I've gone through the website already and picked the fonts that I want to use, such as this header font. Alright, so now that I've got my colors and my fonts, the other thing that I want to do is I want to grab this header image up here. So there's a couple of different tools that you can use to do that. There's a free tool if you're using Windows called the Windows Snipping Tool. If you do a Google search for Windows Snipping Tool, you can find the download for that. The one that I like is a tool called Snagit. That is a premium tool, but really cool nonetheless. The way that works with Snagit is you tell it it's an image, and I just hit record, and it gives me this little set of crosshairs here, and I'm just gonna start here at the bottom left, and then just drag the area that I want to capture. And I can see, if you look to the right of my selection, the little round crosshair area, you can see the pixel size, and I want about 650 pixels wide. So I'm going to drag it out to where it's 650 wide. I'm going to make sure I get up to the top of that so that I catch all of it. And now I've got that selection that's right here in the Snagit editor. And I'll save my selection to use when we're actually creating this email. So now we've got the colors of the website, we've got the font that's used on the website, we've got a picture of the header. The other thing that we're going to want to do is we're going to get these social media icons. Now, we could just right click and save them, but maybe your website doesn't have the social media icons on it yet and you want to get them. What I use for icons is a website called iconfinder.com. Again, these links will be in the notes for this, but let's just say that we're looking for the Facebook icon. We'll type in Facebook, and then it's going to give me quite a selection of them. So I'll just select this, a standard Facebook font, or icon. And as I scroll down the page, you can see that it's going to show me the matching icons for YouTube and Delicious and Twitter, LinkedIn. So this is a really great website to be able to get these icons. You can download them; they're free, and then use them in the email. All right, so let's go back to the email now, and we're in the Constant Contact editor now. This is a completely unmodified template, so let's start changing it up some. I'm not going to use this logo image. I don't need this area, so we've got these 4 little icons here for editing. The one that's all the way to the left is to move a section. So if I wanted that to be underneath the header, I'd just grab that and drag it underneath the header. If I wanted to edit it, I'd click on the pencil. If I wanted to copy it, I'd click on the 3rd little icon, and now I've got 2 of them. And finally, if I want to delete them, then I'll click on the little X all the way to the right, and I'm going to go ahead and delete both of those because we're not going to be using those in this template. Now the other thing I've got is I have a couple of spacers up here. I don't need 2 spacers, so I'm going to go ahead and delete one of those. All right, so let's go ahead and start changing up our colors of this template. I have them all written down, all the colors from the website written down. So I'm going to go ahead and start changing these things up some so that we can make this look a little more like the website. So let's take this area right here where the links are first. I can see that it's this dark blue background. If I look over here on the left-hand side under my colors and fonts, under backgrounds, I've got the top bar background color. I'm going to change that, and I'm going to change it to the dark gray color from the website. Now, I could just select one of these colors and it'll change it to that color. You could pick something close, but I don't want close, I want the exact colors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to that area and I'm going to click on more colors. And then the hex value from the website was 29, 29, 29. So I type that in right here, click on done, and now the background of this is 29, 29, 29. Now my link colors here, these are not the exact same color. I want to make these the same color as the main navigation links that are on the website. So I'll come down here to the fonts, and right here under top bar text, I'll click in that color, and I'm going to click on more colors. And my light gray color was 82, 82, 82. So now I've got these fonts the same color. Now the fonts on the website are also bold. So I'm just going to click on edit, I'm going to highlight all of them, and I'm going to click on bold. And that'll make these fonts bold. And you can change these, maybe it's home, podcasts, and I'm going all caps, just like the website is. Resources. YouTube. And contact. So now I've got a navigation bar. You can see here it's very much like the navigation bar that's in the top of the website. All right, our headings. If we go to the website, he's got these, the headings are the 29, 29, 29. So we're going to go change the color of these headings. So under the heading text, let's change that. We'll go to more colors. Change that to 29, 29, 29. And there's my heading. I also know that the heading is a Arial, so I'm going to change that as well from Calibri to Arial. And then I'm going to knock that font size down some because it's just not quite that big on the website. We'll try an 18. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right, the main text of the website was a 14 pixel Tahoma, and the font color was 111111. So we'll go to our main text right here. We're going to change the font color. Click on more colors. All right, so now I have the same font color. It was a Tahoma, so I'll change it from Calibri to Tahoma. And then I'm going to knock that font size down some because it was nowhere near that large on the website. So now we've got a 12-point Tahoma. Now the button here, I'm going to change that also because that blue it's just out of place. That's not where I'm going to change it though. So the button, I'm going to change this also because this blue just doesn't quite fit the theme of the website. So now I will go to right here, the button background color. I'm going to change that also to 29, 29, 29. And then I'm going to change the font color of that button to be white. And then the subheading and the links on the website were a burgundy color. So for the subheading, let's change that to the burgundy that the website had, or the red, and that was 8F0A0B. So we've got our subheading. Now the subheading's a little bit too big, so we're going to knock that down. We'll go down to about a 14 point. Yep, that looks good. And then on the link text, we're going to change that also. So on our main links, we're going to go change that. And if you notice here, you can see that it saves the colors that you've been using recently. So after we've typed them in a couple of times, we don't have to keep typing in those hex values. So now I've got my link colors the same. All right, so let's add our Smart Passive Income header into this. This is just an image, so if I click on it and then click on change, I'll go to my library, and I've already added this link in there, or this header in there. Now I want this to link to the website, so I'm going to change this link. I'm going to give this image a description also. The reason for this is that most people don't have their computer set to where they automatically pull the images in. And this will allow them to see that this image is, the name of it or the description of it is Smart Passive Income. If they're familiar with your company or your brand, they're going to know this, and they will go ahead and pull the images into the email. So we've got our link in. That way, if somebody clicks on that header image, it's going to take them to that link. We've got our description in. We don't need any alignment or anything like that. So we'll insert that. And then a couple of things that I need to do here to get this right is we have some spacing around it. We've got to remove that. What I'm going to do is a little bit advanced, but it's not that bad. If you just kind of follow along with what I'm doing here, you should be able to duplicate it. So I'm going to click on this HTML button, and that's going to open up another little block. And here we can see the HTML. And don't get intimidated by this. It's really not that big of a deal. What we're going to do is go in and remove some of the spacing that's around there. So right here we've got padding is 7 pixels. I'm going to knock that down to 0 pixels. And then I'll come down to the bottom and click on Update. All right, so you can see here that our email template is starting to come together. We've got a couple of quick things that we need to kind of take care of here. Down at the bottom, we need to change up this color of the footer. And we'll just go right here to the footer background color. We're going to go to the recent colors. This 29, 29, 29, we'll select that. And then we're going to change the footer text also. We're going to make that white. We need to go in here, edit our copyright, make that 2013. And then let's change this background color up here also. So this top background color, we're going to make that the same gray that we have right here. All right, so now the only thing that we really have left is to go put our social media links in there. So I think a good place to put the social media links will be in this heading bar. So I'll just click on the little pencil to edit this block. I've already inserted I've already downloaded the pictures. So I'm just going to click in the block, and I'm going to come up here to where it says insert and then click on image. And I do need to upload these images. So I'll just click on select files. We'll upload Facebook. Select more files. YouTube. Select more files. And upload Twitter. Now I'm done. And then I will go ahead and insert my YouTube link. And I would put the link right here to my YouTube channel. I'm just going to make it youtube.com right now. And I'll insert that image. I'm going to align it right. Then I'm going to go ahead and insert the Twitter image. We'll make it the link. I'm going to skip that. You saw how I did that before. We'll align that right. And then finally the Facebook image. I'll save that. And now we've got our template. And if you look at the template and then look at the website, you can obviously see that this template or that this email is going to look much like the website. So as you can see, creating a template that matches your website or your other marketing materials, it's not that difficult to do. It's something that that you can do on your own without the help of anyone else. If you've got any questions, feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube comments or on the comments on the blog of our website, which is www.fivestonesmedia.com, or shoot me an email, Brian, that's BRIAN, at fivestonesmedia.com, and that's the number 5, STONESMEDIA.com. Thank you.